Chit. You already know it's your boy Joe back at it again, codingphase.com. I said, let me go live and hang out with my people, answer some questions. If you guys have any topics, anything you guys want to talk about. And yeah, man, let's discuss it. I mean, it could be about web development, could be about trading, could be about anything you guys want to talk about. This live stream is for you guys. And I said, you know what? Let me go live. You know, I'm actually here trading some futures. Again, it's the nighttime, but Sunday night, right? So today is what, Sunday 21st, right? 4 more days and we are at Christmas, right? But yeah, man, this is what I do in my off time. I enjoy trading. I enjoy the thrill of it, and of course, making some money. Why not? And at the same time, hang out with you guys here live. Okay. So again, go ahead, put any questions, any topics you guys might have in the chat, and I'm just gonna be here answering your questions as I do a little trading. Okay. So again, put my FaceTime. There we go. Okay. So this is what we in right now. By the way, this is my own indicator that I built, and anybody that wants to get access to that indicator basically is gonna come with the trading course, trading fundamentals course that we have on codingphase.com. For anybody watching this and wondering, is Joe switching content? Is Joe now this is gonna be a trading phase? There's no more coding phase. Nah, bro. Still coding phase, right? This is what we do. But at the same time, this is something that I'm also passionate about, and I get to, you know, share it with you guys, right? Whatever has been working for me, I like to put you guys on, so that way you also could also get, you know, some benefits out of this, right? In a sense, okay? So yeah, man, what's going on? Talk to me. Who's here in the chat? I see my boy Renee, the dev. What's going on, bro? Yeah, by the way, for anybody wondering what this is, so this is tradingview.com. Currently, right now, I'm just doing some paper trading. It's really to, you know, hone the skills. And it's like practice, right? It's like when you go to the basketball court and, you know, you shoot some free throws, right? You want to see if what you have and your strategy is working. So far, it's been amazing. I wish I would have taken some real money, put in some real money earlier today on this account. But to be honest with you, like, it's been so good that I'm like, damn, man. And I saw this earlier in the day. It's like from like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning. But the indicator's been amazing, man. Has called every single play, right? Every single play. Even like right now, I just came back in, caught this in over here. You know, if I wanted to, if this was real money, I would have gotten out already, because this is like my take profit one. But it seems like we are on an uptrend, so we might as well keep it here, let it ride, and let's see what happens, right? So yeah, man, I actually got in around here, 25, was it 25,688? Right now it's about to break the 700, or yeah, the 700. That's what we're waiting for. And yeah, I'm just here live, hanging out with you guys. Let me see what's going on in the chat. Let me see. We in here. Joe, how did you learn this? Basically, bro, I've been doing this shit for 3 years, bro. Ups and downs, a lot of ups and downs. But the cool thing about it is that once it clicks, it clicks. Like, now you're off to the races, right? Now you could really see all those lessons that you basically learned over the years, right? It comes into fruition. And that's why I decided, you know, I'm gonna create a trading course for you guys, for anybody that's interested. And it's because I feel like if you don't know what you're doing, like, number one, you could lose a lot of money. Number two, sometimes the way how people explain trading and all this stuff, even the charts and the candlestick, like, they make it too difficult. The average person, like, I'm just an average dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not nothing special. I'm not like this super smart guy. I'm just a regular guy, right? And even for me, it was a little bit difficult to learn this stuff because, you know, the way how people teach it is too hyped, right? Like, people come in and be like, "Whoa, you could make millions," and this isn't. bro, it's all cap, right? I mean, you could, but you need capital to make like a lot of money, right? And also too, if you don't know the fundamentals, you don't know something like you don't have like a good indicator that can help you out as a beginner, right? You are gonna lose, especially because you have this thing called greed, right? Like in 2023, I lost a lot of money in 2023 because I was very, very greedy. I will be up like 100%, meaning that I'll double my money and I still want more. And what usually happens is that if you don't have a system where you take profits, you're gonna lose, okay? Because shit that goes up is always gonna come down at some point. So you have to take profit, okay? You have to go in, have a stop loss, have something that can help you out, just in case it does drop. Like right now, I'm up. Like in a situation like this, I'm up, and what I would do is I would just move my stop loss up. Okay, I could either put it where I break even, right, or I make a little bit of money, right. Now, if this was me trading with my own money, I probably would have came out already because this already hit my take profit one. So I'll give you like a replay of like when I came in, right? So I came in around, what was it, like around here. Let me see, where is it? No, this is not where I came in. I came in around, let me see, like much earlier than this. Okay, yeah. So this is where I came in around here. Okay, 688. So if I go back to over here, right? My take profit, right? My entry is around here, 688. My take profit will be at 698. Okay. Now it's up to you, whenever you want to come in, want to come out, but the goal is for you to leave with profits. Don't be greedy. Okay. As long as you're not greedy, you're gonna be good. Okay. And that's the goal. Now it seems like I think I got did I get stopped out on this? I think it took me out. Sometimes with trading view, like there's like how you call that shit? Like there's like a delay, right? And we was completely different, but with this is, there might be a delay of like how it shows you the movement. But it's a great place to practice and to see like, hey, what you want to do and test out your actual strategy. So it seems like, let me see, did my order go through? Let me see, boom. Let me see, order history. Okay, yeah, so it got filled, right? So I put it at 25,689, and that was the stop loss. Let me see, 689. Did it drop that much? No, it didn't even drop that much. It's a delay. So with paper trading on TradingView and futures, like you might see like some little glitches like that, like, oh, it'll take you out. But in reality, like I didn't even hit my stop loss, but it did put it in. I'm still up as far as like the profits on this one, regardless. I think I'm up like, what was it? You see, because it never even came down here, but it says like it took me out at 25,689, which is over here. It is what it is. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to get this other entry here, and just for practice. Again, this is something that I do, keep myself sharp. So the day that I go in early in the morning, like tomorrow, like I already know like what's happening as far as like what's the trend looking like. Did it break any of the previous highs, right? Are we on an uptrend, right? So it's a great way for me to to see what's happening. So Let me see. I'm gonna put in another buy over here if it comes back down. Okay, let me see. Okay, limit order executed. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, it's acting up right now. Well, okay. So we did get in. Okay, we did get in. All right, so we're good. So already with those two, my take profit is gonna be there. Take profit one, which is like 700. Now I don't think we're gonna break the 700, and if we probably will, but just to be safe, I'm gonna put it like at 25,699. So if it does break it, hey, we just got a nice little, you know, 520 right there. Okay. So yeah, man. So what's going on? Talk to me, guys. Okay, Joe, how do you learn this? Okay, after taking a training course, do we need more knowledge on how to trade, like taking a Rose Cameron course as well? I mean, Rose Cameron, I'll be honest with you, like the way how he trades is not for beginners at all. You know, one of the reasons I lost a lot of money was actually following him, unfortunately. That's how I lost a lot of money in 2023 and the half of 2024. Now he does have a lot of good content on YouTube, but the way how he trades, he does like momentum trading. Okay, and he's been doing this for so long that number one, he has the capital. So like let's say for example for him, he go in and there's a stock at $2, right? That stock is let's say 198. He goes in and buys 10,000, 15,000 shares. So if it's $2, we're talking about he's putting in like $60,000 on the line, right? That's for his capital. Now, if the thing goes up 10 cents, okay, that's 5%. If it goes up 20 cents, right, that's 10%. So as soon as it goes to 10%, he goes in and gets out. And automatically, let's say out of 60,000, he just made, 6,000, right? So for him, it works out. For the average person, it's not going to work out like that. Because you go in and you say, well, I want to go and trade, right? And you only have $1,000, right? What's 6% of that? First of all, you can't put your whole $1,000 in one trade. What you should do is separate it into multiple, let's say multiple trades. So you could say, well, I'm trading every single time I trade with $100 worth. So 6% of $100 is $6. The average person, when they're beginners, they can't have that control of just like, hey, I just want to make my little 10% to make $6, right? That's how most people look at it. And for him, you go in, you start watching him, you're like, damn, but this guy just made thousands of dollars and I want to be just like him. I should be able to make that. But his capital is way bigger than yours, okay? So when you follow his strategy, it's a great strategy, but for him, you know what I'm saying? For me, it didn't really work out. Also, too, at the time, I didn't even know how to use like any of this stuff. Like I didn't know how to use TradingView. I didn't know how to set up my orders. I didn't know how to set up a stop loss. I didn't know how to do any of this. Okay. See, now this is the in a sense the bullshit of TradingView when you're doing like paper trading, right? So right there already took me out. So technically made $100. Okay, but again, I'm coming back in. Once if this thing hits back on the same area, okay. But anyways, it still goes up like the actual. Okay, got filled, right? It basically broke even in a sense. Okay, but yeah. Again, this is for practice. When you paper trading, you want to go in and use this for practice. Once you have a strategy that works for you and is profitable, then from there you go and use your own money. Okay. Now you see right there, the sell signal came in. Now I could go in and say, you know what? Let me get in this. But what I would do is, because this thing is on the uptrend, you see, in a situation like this, you don't want to just jump in on every single trade. You gotta wait it out. You gotta see what's going on. You see, like I'm not jumping in on that one. Okay. Because it's just been on the uptrend, So coming in and trying to go against the trend, like you're gonna get killed. Because you're like, oh yeah, I think now it's gonna switch over. It's like, nah, you gotta get confirmation and see that the trend itself actually has now become bearish, right? Like right now, even though it did a big drop here, like we don't know that yet. You see? And then now you be stopped out and you just lost like $100. Like I'm just weighing it out. I'm gonna let this drop and I'll get in once we get the next buy signal. But yeah, man, so what's good? Let me see. Miss Flame says, hey, Joe, glad you made this trading course. Yeah, man, gotta get in there. Let me see what's going on in the chat. How are you, big bro? I saw Tony, the closer from Eli, making some pretty good money on this. So thanks for taking time to explain this to us. Yeah, there's a lot of ways that you can make money. You just gotta put your money to work, man. Like that's my biggest mistake that I've done, and that I have, my only regret is not knowing this, not learning this, not taking the time to like putting my money to work, because I've had so much money saved up and just kept it in a bank account. But in reality, that money should have been working for me. Like I should have had that money in either in S&P 500, on an ETF. Like I've been just so focused on code, man. And this is why I want to share this with you guys, because it's like, as I get older, right, and I become more wiser, like there's things that I have to put you guys on, because maybe you haven't hit this point yet. You know what I mean? Where you say, well, okay, I'm learning how to code. Maybe I'm already working as a developer, but I haven't really thought about investing like this, right? Or putting my money to work, or even doing day trading or swing trading or anything like that. You haven't started that. Like, yo, you got to start as soon as possible. I'm telling you, out of all of the things, my only regret is this. Okay, of course, I've had crazy purchases that I look back and I'm like, yo, this is so dumb. I mean, y'all know the story about here, Florida, my house and all that shit. Like, knowing what I know now, like there was no reason for me to buy a house. In a sense, I felt like that was the American dream, but the American dream is really to just have money working for you. That's the real American dream. Buying a house is just having like your money frozen in a property, and the only way to get your money out is by selling the house, right? But throughout the years, the opportunities that's right in front of you, because you don't have that capital, or it's a money pit, right? Like in my situation, that house was a money pit. I loved the house. I still freaking love the house. I miss it. I miss my plants. I miss my guava tree. I miss all my shit. But it was like literally a money pit, right? And I saw that from day one. But at the same time, I'm like, you fall in love with the idea of like, this is your home, this is that, right? But at the same time, I miss so many opportunities, bro. 2020, right? I mean, even before that, like 2018, like Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin was going up, bro. I could have thrown $100 in that Bitcoin. That 100,000 would have been like $500,000, 800,000 in hindsight, right? I missed out on all that shit. Tesla, the Tesla run. There's people that made millions of dollars just trading Tesla, right? And I used to see it. I used to see people talk about it, and I'm not really paying attention to it because I'm so focused on code. I'm so focused on my company coding phase. I'm so focused on on everything that I've been doing here on YouTube. And in reality, like, it has hurt me in the long run because there's opportunities, there's plays that's happening, and if you miss them, of course, there's gonna be other plays. But if you leave this for last minute, you're gonna miss all the opportunities that could have taken you to an even higher level. You know what I'm saying? Because the point is not to work harder; it's to work smarter, right? So once you have the capital, invest it, put it out there. Don't have this broke mentality. Like, I still had that broke mentality of, yeah, I want to buy the big car. Yeah, I want to buy the big house. Yeah, I want to get I got a $30,000 chain. I got freaking a couple of fucking watches that I be like, why did I even buy that shit? But it's that fucking broke hood mentality. Also, too, having savings. Like, there's people that they'll have, like, you know, $40,000, $50,000 in their bank account. That's like emergency fund. The rest of their money is all in investment. You know what I'm saying? Or you know, on a frozen account that's giving you, returns, 5% return every year. I'm over here with all this fucking shit. Y'all remember the video? I did a video. I pulled out 84,000. Like, yo, 84K, 84,000. That's what the average developer makes. Da da da. I don't need to be having that fucking bread. I don't need to have that fucking cash. Why do I have it? That shit should be somewhere making me money, where I'm making money when I'm sleeping. You know what I'm saying? But that's that broke mentality. That's why I try to put you guys on. Like, learning to code, right? It's the gateway to everything else, right? Because it's gonna help you build capital. If you work at a bullshit job, you could spend your whole life there, right? And you'll make, let's say, $30,000, $40,000 a year, some bullshit like that, right? Some people here might say, hey, that's a good job. Nah, it's not a good job, bro. That's just for you to survive. A good job is gonna pay you anywhere from 60 to 100,000. A great job is gonna pay you over 6 figures, okay? That's what's gonna help you build capital. So when you come to coding phase and you come to, when you come to coding phase, you come to the platform, you are learning a skill that's gonna help you earn more, right? Potentially help you even build your own business, right? It's a skill that you could put to work. But again, when this money comes in, you need to put that money to work. It's like, okay, you already did the first part, which was work, okay, for you to go in and build that capital. Now, the next stage for you is, how do I make sure, right? How do I make sure that when, I make this money, now this money's working for me? You know what I'm saying? Because if not, then you're in a sense, you fucking you're not learning shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not really growing. And yeah, that's why I come in here. I share all this stuff with you guys. Just off my own experience and things that I wish somebody would have told me back then. And just like shook me, like, hey, Joe, you're doing this shit wrong. You're doing this shit wrong, because it's like, having cash don't mean shit. You want to go in and have cash that's working for you. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody in here. Let me see, Renee. So yeah, after taking the trading course, like, my suggestion is you go into that space, right? You go into that space of learning, because my goal in this course is to really show you the fundamentals, right? Now, once you already learned the fundamentals, you know how to use the software, you know how to use an indicator, how to look at charts, how to set up your, the stop loss, how to find out how to look at support and resistance. Like, that's my goal, giving you the fundamentals. But then from there, you're still gonna have to go in and go into this mindset of, like, same way how you go into coding, right? And you're like, okay, you're watching Coding Phase, right? You might also watch, I don't know, Web Dev Simplified, or Traversing Media, or this and that, right? Everybody's giving you some good feedback and helping you progress in your career. Same thing with trading, right? With trading, like I watch a couple of people. I watch Tori Trades. I like her. She trends. Um, she she trades trends, right? Which is what I like to do too, right? Like right now, this is like what I'm doing right here, right? So as you can see, boom, this thing, the trend already broke and it's going down. So once it's already broken, then now we know that we might be going on a downtrend. Okay. Now for me, we already missed this, right? Like me trying to get in here and be like, well, let me try to get in because it's on a downtrend. We don't know that yet. We gotta let this shit play out. And what I like to do is I like to get in once it breaks a specific trend and is going the opposite way, right? So for example, like I'm letting this shit drop, and we could be here just watching it, right? Talking, right? Hanging out, listening to some music, a podcast, etc. And then once we start seeing, okay, this thing is gonna come back. It found support somewhere, right? Like right here, this has been bouncing from here this whole time. So if it breaks this, we know for sure this thing is gonna continue going down. Okay, it found support right here in this area before and it bounced up. So I'm expecting that if it touches here, right, then from there, now we're gonna see a bounce back up. Now if it doesn't and it flushes down, now we are officially in another downtrend, right? We are on a downtrend that has been confirmed. It broke the support. So at that point, my job is to just chill. Wait until we start seeing a change, and then from there we go in and we jump in that play. Okay, but yeah, so Tory trades, Ross Cameron. I still watch Ross Cameron. I just don't trade like him. You know, the way how he trades is like it's momentum trading. Momentum trading means like you're watching a chart, you're looking what has low float. Then from there you have your shortcut keys, right? And shortcut key, your key shortcuts, right? And you're pressing like let's say shift 1, shift 2 to get in, boom, and then it goes 10 cents and you get out. That shit, I found that that's how I lose money. Like I can't trade like that. I gotta take my time. That's why I created this indicator that allows me to take my time, wait for the opportunity, and then from there I get in. Like I don't just get in just because the shit is moving. You know what I mean? For him, that's how it works, right? So yeah, so right now we're looking at this. It seems like it broke. It broke the support. So remember, I said there was a support right here, right? There was a support right there. So it seems like it already broke it. So I'm just watching this, right? So now, if this shit continues to drop, most likely it's gonna go to VWAP, which is here. And then if that breaks, then it's gonna continue going down, even further down. See, like right here, that's a support. Okay. Right here was another, that was a nice support line. So I'm just waiting, chilling. You know what I'm saying? Because once we get the confirmation, now we get the proper confirmation from the indicator. It tells us, okay, buy. Now we know that this whole downturn already, it already went down as much as it wanted to. Now look, since this is like a support area, remember, this could pop from here and go back up. But let's see. Let's wait until it confirms it, right? Because currently, right now, we're still on that sell. Now, some people, they like to short, right? So that would have been great for somebody. That would have been from 693 all the way to 675, right? That's like 20 something points. So that would have been nice, a nice little move for somebody. That would have been what? That would have been like take profit 1, take profit 2. Would have been a very nice, like 20, 30 points. But yeah, this is what I do, guys. This is what I do in my off time. You know, when people's in there like, yo, I'm playing PlayStation. I'm here looking at trades. I'm here practicing. I'm here getting ready for the next day, right? Trying to get this bag, bro. Put this shit on Figueroa. So shout out to everybody that's in here. Duh, duh, duh. King Tub says, "Do you switch career? Do you switch careers or what?" Nah, I'm still doing coding, bro. I'm like I said, it's still coding phase. I'm sharing other stuff too that you know have been beneficial to me. Okay, for anybody that's new to the channel, this is what we've been doing on codingphase.com. Like, this whole time, and with this channel, it's like I'm sharing what has been beneficial for me to others. So sometimes, there's people that's lost out here, right? That they'll be like, man, how do I quit my job? How do I go in and do something else, man? Maybe I need to go and get a new career, start a new business, etc. That's why people come to YouTube. They're looking for opportunities. I mean, the smart ones, right? There's some people that's looking for fucking misery, right? Like misery loves company. There's some people that's looking for that type of content. I don't watch none of that shit. I'm looking for ways for me to go up, not for me to feel bad and be like, well, oh my God, other people are doing bad just like me. Like, I'm not into that type of content. So for me, when I came to YouTube, I just came in and said, hey man, I'm gonna share, the things that are beneficial for me. And hopefully this could help somebody. So we talk about coding, right? I've been dealing with trading for like the past 2-3 years, right? This year, I feel like we honed in on the skills. We really now we're profitable. We still are on a better position than how we was the first year. Because I didn't know what I was doing, to be honest with you. This year I took it super serious, like, and now like this is what I do, like on my off time. You get what I'm saying? So right now I'm just here hanging out with you guys, just because I miss you. I miss you guys. I'm like, hey, let me go live while while I'm over here trading. Trading sometimes can be a little bit lonely, right? Similar to like being a developer in a sense. Like, it's very similar to like the process of becoming a developer. Okay, so if you could code, like you'll be able to understand how to trade, and you'll be able to understand a lot of this stuff very easily, more better than a lot of people who are completely beginners. You get what I'm saying? So um, yeah, man. This is my thing, but I haven't switched careers or anything, man. I'm still a developer, still coding, still building projects, right? Let me see. I use my own money. I don't like using prop firms and shit like that. I don't like to do that shit. I got my own bread. I don't need somebody to fund me. Now, if you want to do that, do like a prop firm and things like that, you could definitely go that route. Me personally, yeah, I just use my own bread, bro. I don't need nobody to fund me. I fund myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit remind me of like um, this the freaking Cameron. I always loved that line when he said, "Yo, I'm the CEO of Diplomats Records, man. I signed myself." Yo, shout out to Cam, man. Let me see. Let me see. The Diamonds members get access to the course or have to buy separate your trading course. So the thing is that it's like this, right? So I want to make it available for everyone, right? But the truth is that this course takes a lot of time and a lot of work to get it done. I can't sell it. Not that I can't sell it, but I can't make it available for somebody who comes in and pays just for the monthly subscription. Because what will happen is people will come in, pay for 1 month, take the course, cancel the subscription, and basically they just got access to a course that should be at a $200, $300. They just basically got it for 90% off, right? So because this is a course that has nothing to do with coding, this is more like an extra that I'm giving. I am gonna make it available to anybody who signs up for a year on codingphase.com, which allows me to say, okay, if somebody comes in and this is the only course that they want, or this is the only thing that they want, or maybe they want one or two or three courses from the platform, they don't want to use all the courses, etc. At least I get paid a piece of what this course actually costs. You know what I'm saying? So I have to do it for people who are at least a yearly member, or they could, buy it on a pre-order. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, because again, I can't go in and work on something for 2 months, right? Matter of fact, like 3 months on this, then build the indicator, right? After doing the indicator, also giving it out for free. Just the indicator alone, you're saving like $60 a month. Like most indicators charge anywhere from $50 to $100 a month. I'm giving you the indicator for free. I just want you to make sure that um, you're successful. You know what I'm saying? I want to give you all the tools that I wish someone would have told me and gave me when I first started. So again, it's a lot of work that I put into this course. So I have to go in and have it, um, have it where it makes sense, for my time. If I put 3 months on something, I have to, you know, get paid for that time that I did 3 months on. I did a 3 month bid. You know what I mean? If you work on something for 3 months, you'd be like, bro, that's 3 months of your life. And also too, I don't spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, bro, to learn all this shit. And that's not even counting the money that I lost in 2023. Like, we just made our money back from 2023. Like, in a sense, like, that shit is fucking crazy. Because again, I didn't know none of this shit. I didn't know how to do none of this shit properly. I didn't know the tools. I didn't know what's the right, the right orders that I should make. I didn't even have an indicator. I didn't have none of this shit. Like, it's crazy that I jumped into this thing like that. But at the time, like, how can I say, I was going through so much shit, bro. Like my mind wasn't right at the time. Like, I was going through all the shit that I was going through with my house. I was still working my business. But every time that I felt like, every time that I'm up, something will come back in and make me lose everything. Like, it was like fucking crazy, right? So going through that 23 mindset. So when I started in 2023 trading, I'm like, bro, I'm seeing all these people making hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? And making all this bread. So I was risking a lot, thinking, hey, this shit goes up, I'm making, 50,000, 20,000, etc., right? And what was happening was I was catching some good ones, but it was like luck. It wasn't like a system, right? When you're trading, you have to have a system, so you could be profitable. Because the same way how you're gonna have like a big win, that big win could happen once a month or once a week. That shit doesn't happen every day. But if you consistently make anywhere from 3 to 10% every single day, you'll have 100% of your money basically doubled by the end of the month if you do it properly. Because remember, if you do 10% a day, right, and there's 21 days in a month that you could trade, you basically triple your money, right? Because your first 10 days, if you're doing 10%, that's 100% already. So now you just doubled your money of whatever you started with. Then from there, in the next 10 days, you doubled it again. So now you basically tripled your money on your initial investment. Now, of course, there's going to be days that's, plus 25, days that's going to be a red day. But as long as that it averages out, that you've been growing 10%, like 3 to 10%, like you're on a positive. At that time, I was trying to just like, I was just throwing money at the problem. It's like, because my mind wasn't there, like when it comes to trading is like very psychological in a sense, you know what I mean? Like, if you're going through shit, like, you shouldn't be trading. Like, I'll tell you the truth. Like, if you're going through shit, you shouldn't be trading, because it's like, in a sense, when you're having a lot of problems, you're trying to find a solution. And even if you make a lot of money, then what happens is you can make a lot of money. Like, for example, you could have a day that you make 5,000, you're $5,000 up. but 5,000 is not gonna cover all of your problems that you might have, right? I mean, maybe for somebody, y'all might have a problem. Oh shit, 5,000 would be great, but at the time, I was having problems of like, bro, like my roof was 60,000. The insurance don't want to pay. Contractors stealing my money. I got all of this shit. Like I'm talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars, bro. Like fucking crazy. Mind you, I'm a dude that came from the bottom. That came from like sleeping in a couch for damn near 15 years, 10 years plus, right? Like I didn't even have I didn't have my own room till I was like 18, 19 years old, bro. I slept like it's New York City lifestyle, like single parent shit, where every day's a struggle, somebody knocking on the door because the rent is late. Like that was my mind, you know what I mean? That's how I grew up, right? Unfortunately. So then now I'm in a situation where I got all this bread and all this bread is coming in and I'm doing pretty good for myself. But then at the same time, there's always some shit that does a reset. It's like I have to press a reset and start over. Or, just random shit that will always happen. Or like, I had my dad that was sick in DR. I had to send money to him. My mom would call me every other day. Hey, send me $100, send me $200, this and that. But mind you, when all of this crazy shit was happening to me in 2023, right? I'm here, I'm showing up every day. I'm with a smile. It is what it is. But inside, I'm like, yo, I feel fucking down. Like, I felt down. Like, I was like, yo, I've never been depressed. But now I realize, in hindsight, that I was depressed at the time. Because it's like, why does all this bad shit always happen to me? Like, I don't know why. So, whatever. So, when I went into trading, I'm already having a bad mindset. And I'm just trying to throw money at the problem to see how I could solve everything. One thing that you always got to remember, guys, you're never going to solve every problem. Problems get solved little by little. You're not going to be able, unless you become, you win the lottery or some shit. The truth is that it takes time. Everything takes time. So for me at the time, I was just throwing money at the problem and see how I could fucking get rid of all of this shit in one shot. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. And, at the time, like, I lost a lot of bread on this shit because I just didn't know. I didn't even know the tools. I was just trying to, like, get a quick shot of, like, okay, how do I go in and solve all these problems? Take care of my mom, take care of my dad, take care of my kids, my family, my wife. You know what I mean? I'm the sole breadwinner here. You know what I'm saying? So when some shit breaks, when something goes off or somebody gets sick, right? And my kid breaks an arm, I gotta pay for that shit. Every fucking little thing that you could think of is all on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like somebody comes in and like, whoa, I got you. We're going 50-50. Nah, it's all on me. So I gotta figure this shit out all the fucking time. And yeah, so that shit was fucking just driving me crazy. And I'm, when I got into trading, I was like, okay, this could solve all my problems. But not really understanding that you have to learn how to do this shit. It's not like, this shit is not fucking get rich quick scheme. This is, you gotta find opportunities, and when the opportunities come in, right, you gotta know how to use the tools. If you don't know how to use the tools, you're gonna lose, right? This is why you see people that are, oh, they lost a lot of money in trading, is because they don't know how to use the tools, right? Like right now, old Joe would have been gotten in this trade a long time ago. Like, I'm like, man, this shit is going down. But guess what? I didn't even know about RSI. I didn't even know about 9 EMA, the 200 EMA, the VWAP. I just look at the charts. Oh, this shit's going up. Let's put some money into it. That's not how you trade, bro. And also, too, you got to have patience. Like, you see, like right now, came down over here, right? And I'm just waiting for this thing to flip. And then from there, I'm getting in. But if it's not, if I already missed that move from on the downturn, right, then it is what it is. I'm not jumping in. I'm just waiting until the right moment. So right now, like I said, we are paper trading with this account, and that's because, again, this is for practice. I don't like to trade in the nighttime because it is expensive to trade. That's where people use prop firms because it is very expensive to buy. Like this should cost $25,000. Like if you wanted to go in and buy a contract, it's $25,000. Now, if you use Webull and you do intraday, right? Intraday trading with leverage, it doesn't cost 25,000. What it costs is like you gotta have I think it's like $300 in your account, which is manageable. $300 on a micro contract, like that's fine. You get what I'm saying? It's actually I think like I don't even know. I think it's even less than that. I'll tell you right now on Webull how much for let's say NQ. Okay, so let me see the it was a quote. So the initial margin of this for buying a E-mini, right? Maintenance margin is 33,000. Initial margin is 36,000. Right? So you need bread for that shit. If you're doing it in the nighttime, like you need to really spend a lot of money or have a lot of capital, and there's a lot of risk involved. Now, if you're using, let's say, micro and Q, let's say micro E-mini, yeah, MNQ. So MNQ, let me see. Let me switch to my futures account. Yeah, so intraday margin for MNQ is $185, bro. That's it. That means that with $185, you could trade futures yourself. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah, like it's much more affordable, right? Than you going in and how you call that shit, and even having to to buy your own contract. Like that is very expensive. So you use something like leverage, right? Webull, that's what I use, and I just go in with $185. You know what I mean? Like I might go in with $1,000, buy maybe two contracts, get in when it's the right time, right? Like right now. So look at this. Okay. See, right now we have the right opportunity. Okay. So now I'm gonna go in and put my buy. So let's see. Now there's a chance that this does go back down, right? And I mean, so far we haven't gotten in yet because I put it up here at 25,681, right? So when it comes and gets to that spot, then it will get in. If not, it's fine because then it'll continue going down, which is totally fine. But this is how I use my indicator. This indicator, bro, this should bring a game changer for me. And this is crazy. Like, I'm gonna give this shit out for free in inside of the course, but there's a bigger play to this shit. Okay? There's a bigger play to this. So, like I said, indicators cost anywhere from $50 to $100 a month, right? My goal is I'm giving this out for free for everybody who takes the trading course because those are gonna be my first testimonials. In 2026, maybe by June or maybe September, that same indicator that I'm giving out for free, we're gonna go in and sell that separately. Now, all of you guys that have came and taken my course, like, you gotta understand how my mind works, right? Someone might say, why are you giving away your indicator? And it's very simple, okay? You need to have reviews. You need to have people that have actually used it to give you feedback. So when somebody comes in to take the course, I'm teaching you how to trade, right? I'm teaching you everything that I know, right? You don't have to lose, $50,000. You don't have to go in and spend 3 years doing this and that. I'm teaching you exactly everything that I know that has helped me become profitable. So now, right, see the gameplay, right? Now you come in, you have this skill, right? But for a lot of you guys, some of you guys are gonna come in and y'all gonna use this shit. In a year from now, you're gonna be like, holy shit, Joe put me on, right? Now, mind you, I gave you the indicator for free with the course. You don't have to pay for nothing, okay? Those individuals that come in and take the course and learn how to use it, and they have the free indicator, those are gonna be my first testimonials of like, hey man, I made 10,000, I made 20,000, I made 30,000, I made 100,000, etc. So that is my ultimate goal. Again, we're getting back into the stage of building software as a service, right? Remember, we have traderplanner.com, which is another platform, right? What am I doing in this whole play? Very simple. Teaching you a skill, putting you on, helping you become successful. At that point, you come in and say, well, shit, Joe gave me this shit for free, basically. I had all the courses on Coding Phase. I learned all the skills, and I had a trading course. Boom. And he gave me the indicator that he built. Shit, this shit is dope. You guys that do take this course, when you have success, you're going to be the first ones that are going to be like, all right, this shit is legit. This shit worked, da-da-da. And then now, those individuals help me build this next play, which is software as a service, traderplanner.com, the indicator, which is a private indicator, right, which is going to be sold separately, and that's going to be sold to traders throughout the world. You know what I'm saying? But I have to go in. I got to use the same strategy that I always tell you guys is you give people more value than you take. And you initially go in, especially when you opening up a new business, a new idea, you give it at the price, as the lowest price that you can. And sometimes if you have to give it out for free, you give it out for free. And the reason why you have to do that is because if no one has actually had success or had any type of good reviews on whatever service or product you might have, you have to understand that why would somebody else come in and pay you money just because you say, hey man, I got a great indicator, I got a great course, I got a great product, I got this. No, you got to give that shit out. Someone has to take it and then say, sniff it out and be like, yo, this shit is bullshit, this shit is legit. Once those people have, the results that they came in here for, then now everybody else is just going to come in just off the strength, and sign up and buy it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how it works. Right now, it's like when you back in the block. You know what I'm saying? Why do you think people started giving out free samples to, you know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm talking about. You give out a couple of free samples, that shit fire. That's the sour D, bro. Shit, yeah, go ahead. Go take that. Show that to your mans down the block. You know I'm here. I'm on the block. I'm posted up. Holla at me when you need that fire. You give it out for free. It costs you what, $10, $20? Who cares? Because now that person comes in and says, yo, this shit's legit. Go check Joe's fucking, blue magic. He got that fire. You know what I'm saying? He got that sour. You know what I mean? But that's the truth. Sometimes you got to take a hit. Like in 2017 when I started Coding Phase, y'all remember I had Coding Phase at $5. Everybody was looking at me crazy. I remember, shout out to my boy Traverse Media. Traverse Media told me, well, he's like, I don't know how you selling your courses at $5. I'm like, bro, there's a bigger play. There's a bigger play in what I'm doing. I'm giving it out basically for free. It's just enough to cover what a teacher will cost. But then when people come in and take the courses and they start getting hired, guess what? Yesterday's price is not today's price because I clearly delivered on what I was selling, right? It's the same thing. Nobody has came in and pulled my cart in almost 8 years. Like, yo, this shit's bullshit. This guy's just getting. I've been doing this shit for over 8 years. Thousands of people have came to Coding Phase. Why is it? Because I come in and I deliver exactly what I told you I was going to give you. Now, if you come in and you don't do the courses, you don't go in and do the projects I tell you, you don't go to the interviews, that's on you. You get what I'm saying? But the people that come in and do the work, they get exactly what they came here for. Shout out to Renee, a great example, right? And also too, one of the things that I do, there's people like Renee who appreciate, right? Appreciate what we've done for him, what we helped him out with, right? And over time, they'll come back because if you like right now, somebody comes in and says, "Damn, Joe, I would love to get a lifetime membership," and that's it, just get that one time deal, right? But I just don't got it right now. And I understand. I'm like, don't worry about it. That's why I'm giving it to you right now. You have the $30 diamond membership. You have, the yearly subscription, $200. That shit is affordable. If you want it, you could get it. Now, once you have, you have results. You have what you came here for, right? And you making bread. I give it to you at a price that I should have charged more for the work that I did. And people like, on the way how I do my business is if I do a good job with you, right, and help you make money, help you put you on the right path, I hope that you do the same thing for me and say, hey, man, let me come back to Joe and take care of him because now I got it. Now I'm in a better position. Now this and that. Now, it doesn't happen every day, but when people like Renee come in, I appreciate it because that's the reason why I do it. I do this strategy of I give it to you at such a affordable price with the hopes that you understand what I did for you. And then from there, you come back and be like, all right, let me go in and take care of this dude. Because I know what he gave me wasn't even, I ain't paid not even a quarter of what it was. You know what I'm saying? But it's the same thing with every business, everything that I do. Even like, let's say when I'm doing like digital products on Etsy, the first few themes that I want to go in and sell like on Etsy, I put that shit at $15. Like I'm not making no bread on that shit. But why do I do that? Because I need to get the first 10 reviews. Once I get 10 reviews on a product, boom, people like it, giving it 5 stars. Yeah, now we gotta go in and we gotta put it at $65, $75, right? So that's how it works. You gotta first get the reviews, get the people who actually use it. I see so many people that they have good ideas and good products, but they're so money hungry and don't understand that it's like when you open up a pizzeria. Why do you think that people, when they open up a pizzeria, they're giving out free samples? They don't want to give out free food. It costs them money. But because they're giving out the free sample, those people is going to come back and buy again from them. You know what I'm saying? It's costing you something. Everything in business and anything that you get into, there's a risk to it. You know what I mean? It's like the same shit with, there's people that I've taken risk and helped them out. Like I had somebody that, some young kid, sometimes I get pissed off at that. I'm like, yo, that's why, I don't know. I get pissed off because it's like, yo, it's like, I'm not going to say the person's name, but the kid comes in, right? I think it was like last year or some shit. Come in and he's like, hey, Joe, I'm a college student. I'm a this, and that. I don't really got it like that, da, da, da. Once I get a job, I got you, da, da, da. So I said, boom, don't worry. I understand you building yourself up. I was there, I know how it is when you're like 22, 23. You don't got bread like that. You trying to, especially you trying to build up. So I go in, take care of it, boom. I can't give it out for free because then now I got to pay for your shit. I got to pay for your hosting, for your, all this shit costs money, right? So I go in, I put it at a price that is fucking ridiculous. Like we're talking about like 75% off in a sense, right? Where I'm basically just paying the shit. Now I go in, help the dude, boom, portfolio, resume, fucking even give out, my phone number so they could call me as a reference. Because when you see me, I go out of my way. I'm trying to help you to make money. Because if you make money, I make money. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I look at it. When you're in a good position, right? Of course, you're going to come back and be like, yeah, I'll stay with Coding Face for a year, 2 years. It don't matter to me. Because, shit, I'm making, 80 grand, 90 grand. You know what I'm saying? But then there's also, too, the shady people that come in with the sob stories, this and that. So, whatever, come in, help the dude out, do all this shit, do all this extra shit, right? And then the dude comes to the meeting and like, yeah, man, I got a job, da-da-da. And I was like, okay, cool, that's dope, man, congratulations. And then goes in and sends me an email the next day. Yeah, Joe, make sure you cancel my subscription. I'm like, bro, like you wasn't paying shit before, right? You basically paid for like 2 3 months. We repackaged you up, taught you everything that you needed. Now you got a 85 $90,000 job, and you telling me like, yo, you can't even come in and be like, hey, I know I didn't even pay what I was supposed to. Let me stay a couple of months so it could even out, or at least buy something and be like, put some money in my pocket because I just helped you out, like big time, right? Dude is like, yeah, man. I mean, I never say shit. You know what I mean? Because it's not good to to say anything. I mean, there's people that's pieces of shit. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, like that shit is not gonna fucking hurt me. But at the same time, like, damn, this is why in 2026, guys, and it's not personal. Anybody comes to me, if you didn't sign up in 2025, guys, I can't, and I'm not going to do that no more. I'm not going all out for other people starting 2026, right? 2026, I'm not doing that shit no more. I'm not hopping on calls for people. I'm not, unless you are buying a lifetime membership, which is the Tech Accelerator. That's it. I'm not doing that shit for nobody. And I'm only doing it for the people that came in previous to 2026, right? So I'll go out of my way to answer all your emails, look at your portfolio, look at your resume, give you the things that you're gonna need so you can succeed, right? And if I have to hop on a call and talk to a recruiter, like I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? To make sure that you get that job. But that's for people that came previous to 2026. After 2026, I'm only doing that if you purchase the Tech Accelerator. That's it. Because it just doesn't matter. Like it doesn't make sense for me to do so much work for then people to basically slap me in my face and be like, yeah, man, we ran off on the plug. Like, nah, that don't make no sense. You get what I'm saying? By the way, guys, what did I tell you? Right? Remember what I told you guys? Right? Look at it. This is why I love this shit, bro. It took me a long time to build this indicator. Okay? But look at this, right? Exactly what I said, right? Okay, we have right here our entry. Okay, we have our entry. I already set it up. Now this set me up a little bit higher because of how the paper trading works with Webull. Well, not with Webull, with TradingView. But basically, I've set my entry here at 25,682. We already on the way up. We already have that entry in, right? As you can see, we never hit our stop loss, right? So now I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna set this up. You see? Now, if I would have went in, I would have got thirsty and I would have just said, oh, it's going down. Let me continue. Nah, I'm waiting until the indicator tells me, hey, it confirmed it, looked at the chart, it looked at the last 50 candles, and from there did its thing and told me, hey, man, this is where your entry should be. This is where your stop loss should be, okay? And then now, if it is what it is, if we get in here, we in. You know what I'm saying? Now, it could be a loss too, but I'm a strong believer that this is going to continue going up. Because it did break the trend, boom, and then it tried to go down, and buyers came back in, and they came in strong. I love when this shit happens. When this shit goes up like this, yo, there's a meme out there where, damn, let me see if I find it. There's a meme that I love that meme because it's like, it's that feeling you get when you like, yeah, you scared, you're like, oh shit, man, this shit's about to go down. It's gonna hit my stop loss, and then from there just shoots up. Let me see if I can find it. It's on my Instagram. I have it saved. Oh shit, bro. Let me see if I find this shit, man. Cause I love that fucking meme. It's a feeling you get, man, like no other. When you know that trade went exactly how you supposed to. Oh, here you go. Let me share this with you guys. Yo, this shit is hilarious, bro. I love this shit. I love this shit, bro. So look at this. This guy's scared. He's stressing. Is about to hit his stop loss, and then boom, goes right up. Like he got his nut out, bro. Like you like stressed out. You like, oh no, not my stop loss. Yes. Yo, you can't make this shit up, bro. If you're a trader, you know exactly that feeling, bro. Yo, bro. This is wild though. But look at this. This shit rejected hard right there. Uh-oh. Might be going the other way. This shit might get ugly here. Let's see what happens. But I'm almost sure. I'm gonna put this shit right here, right below this candle. If it goes below that candle, it's a wrap. This shit is gonna be going down like crazy, but it's fine because I'm willing to risk that. Again, we are paper trading on this one, but this is how it will be, regardless. You know, this is my strategy. Follow the indicator, follow the play, okay, and of course, make sure that you know we have a good profit. But yeah, man, that meme is fucking hilarious, bro. That shit just it always makes my day. When I see that shit, dude, it's stressing. The face that dude makes is fucking hilarious, bro. Yeah, this shit might get ugly right now, guys. And this is how it is. This is why you're not gonna catch every trade. Um, it is what it is, but it's fighting right there. It's fighting for its life right now. And let's see. I mean, let's see what happens. Okay. We needed that other candle to close green back there. Now it's just looking ugly. But this is why it's so important to also understand that you know shit's gonna go up, shit's gonna go down, and you're not gonna be able to catch every single play. It's impossible, right? If it was 100% of the time, like shit, people would just go in and be like, "Damn, every play played out exactly how it's supposed to." But nah, you know, if you go in and you have 10 trades in one day, and out of those 10 trades, you basically lost three, but you had seven that were profitable. I'm happy with that. I've been trading since like 8 9 o'clock. This is my first trade that I'm gonna lose if it goes under this thing. But it seems like the buyers are coming in because it seems like this area right here, there's like some support here. Because you see, like it bounced here and continue bouncing back up. Then at some point, it just went back up. We broke the downtrend. Okay, from here it dropped again, and then now we're still in the same play. But let's see what happens. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, and it is what it is. We'll catch the next one. Also, too, if it does go down from here, it's guaranteed that now we are definitely on a downtrend. I mean, I should have already known that, just because we did break this support here. That was this area, but we've been on an uptrend for a while. So I'm like, man, But let's see. I think we're gonna hit it. We're gonna hit the stop loss. Yep, that's it. We out. Now, yeah, it would have hit our stop loss. Again, we're using trading views for this, so this would have been the stop loss right there. But I don't know why it's not triggering it. Probably because we just haven't gotten filled. I mean, quote unquote filled. And this is why I don't trade with real money in pre-market, after hours. Like I only trade from like I say, 11 o'clock to 2 p.m. Once we already know what's gonna happen for the rest of the day. Like coming in at 9 o'clock in the morning, hell no, I don't trade at that time. Some people they love that shit, but it's too volatile. Like you don't know what the hell that shit could go up, that shit could go down. Sometimes it won't even let you. You won't even have time to set up your take profit, your freaking stop loss, and that shit could just eat up your whole account in one shot. A lot of times is one of the reasons why people use prop firms. Now look, let's see what's gonna happen here because I still haven't gotten filled. Technically on Webull, I would have been out already if it was like the daytime. But yeah, let's see what happens. Let me see. Let me see. Ran through here. Ida Ray says, I know you don't care about Super Chat, but we appreciate you, man. Hey, thank you, bro. I really appreciate it. What indicator do you use? VWAP, EMA? I use the EMA and just trends, right? Trend of what's happening on the charts, right? Also, too, on pullbacks, I like to get in on the pullbacks. Like that's my shit. I don't like doing momentum trading, which is like you're just hopping in on whatever. Like nah, I'd rather wait it out and take my time with it. I'm surprised this thing hasn't taken me out yet, because we did hit it, but I don't think it got filled. And maybe because it didn't get filled, we might we might be coming back. Yeah, but that's a crazy drop. That was 686 all the way to, I mean, not even that bad. 671. That's like 21. No, that's like 10, 14 points. It dropped. But yeah, man. So I'm just chilling right now, guys. Let me see who's in here in the chat. By the way, if y'all have any topics, anything y'all want to talk about, any questions, let me know. Let me see. Reading through here. Francis knows as whoa, that's crazy. Ungrateful person. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's not. I don't. I don't blame nobody, right? When people do that, because at the end of the day, like you're paying for something. Like I'm the stupid one that's giving it to you for free, or I'm giving it to you for cheap. Like you know what I'm saying? So if you came off and you're like, yeah, I came off and shit, I got this dude to, I gave him a sob story, and yeah, he gave me a fucking 70, 80% off. Yeah, I got him. Like it's fine, because what happens is, a year from now, when you do get another job, right, or want to get another job, or you've been laid off or some shit happened, don't expect me to talk to you. I just block you after that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's not personal. You cut your own bridge. You know what I'm saying? You cut your own bridge. And again, I don't take it personal, but I do get annoyed when people do that shit because it's like, bro, like I'm giving it to you at a crazy fucking discount, and I'm doing it because you are a student, you are this, and that. Shit, I've had people that's like, oh, I'm handicapped, I'm on, you know, how you call this shit, like, government assistance right now. My shit is tight right now, and I don't mind taking care of you. Like, yo, don't worry, here, keep that between me and you, bang, and I help you out. But some people they're grimy. They don't think I got kids. I got shit that I gotta fucking pay. That all that shit costs money. But people don't. Who cares, right? Like, I'm just a random dude on the internet. Like some people they know they're like, yeah, I'm never gonna see this guy in real life. So who cares? If I came off on him, that's on him for not having better business practices, right? Yo, that's what it's crazy. It's like, yo, the way I look at that shit is like when you do something good for somebody, and like let's say for example, fucking you go in, somebody's homeless and you let them sleep in your couch, but then now they go in and they take your jewelry box, right? And then now the homeless dude is like, that's his fault. He should have put a key on the jewelry box. He should have locked his door with a key. You know what I'm saying? Like you stupid for trusting a homeless dude and then leaving the door open. That's on you. You got to charge it to the game. Because I know that's the mentality that some people have. They're like, oh, that's on you, bro. Like you don't know me from a hole in the wall, so why you giving it to me for so cheap? Why you doing all this extra work? That's on you. I never asked for it, and it's like, yeah, but I want you to succeed. It's like, so I have to do everything that I can to help you succeed. Well, that was on you, bro. I know that's what they thinking in there. When they do grimy shit, they're like, that's on you, bro. Yo, that shit makes me laugh, bro. Because I could just imagine a dude. That again, that's a perfect example. You as a good person, you let this homeless person sleep in your couch, right? And you say, hey man, don't worry, you don't have to pay nothing. Just you can sleep right here. Homeless dude, you don't know he's a meth addict, right? So now you leave your room open and you have your jewelry there and you have a little cash there. Meth head comes up to your room, takes the fucking jewelry box, takes your money, right? And then when you press him, you're like, yo, bro, but I let you sleep in my house. I do this and that. I helped you out with all this shit. I help you get a job or get you in the game, da da da. Bro, that's on you. That's on you. And then now the meth head goes in and flips it on you and tells you, that's on you, bro. You should have never trusted me. That's first of all. Number two, why you ain't lock your door? Now you tempting me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could just imagine a homeless doing some fucking crazy situation. Like shit happens like that in real life. Like you do good things for others, and even when you press them, be like, yo, why you did me dirty? Why you smash my baby moms or some shit, like, right? You left them in the house to do the smashing your baby moms when you at work. And you're like, yo, but why you snake me like that? Well, you should have told your baby moms to not be putting shorts around the house. You should have fucking, why you trusting another man in the house? Because I'm trying to be nice and fucking help you out because you're down and out. You get what I'm saying? But you did me dirty now. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Yo, the fucking evil people, bro, like, they don't care. They somehow they flip it on you and be like, yo, that's on you. Why you bringing another man into your house if you know you got a wife? Like, they'll flip it on you, bro. Shit be fucking crazy. Yeah. So look at this, man. We still in this trade. We never got filled on the stop loss. and that could happen too. Sometimes even on Weeble when it's super volatile, like I've had situations where I had a entry, a stop loss, and a take profit set up, but the freaking future contract dropped so hard and bounced right back up so crazy that I didn't get filled on the way down, but I got filled on the entry point going up. And that's why futures is fucking is dangerous. That's why a lot of people when they trade futures, they trade it with a prop firm because it is dangerous. You can fucking make a lot of money, but you could lose a lot of money in just one candle. One candle, that shit could just obliterate your whole account. That's why what I usually do is I go in, I just put like $1,000 in the futures account, and then I take my money out, switch the money from the futures account to my cash account, futures account to my cash account, little by little. So as I'm taking profit, I'm moving it out there. So just in case something like that could happen. And there was one time, I don't know when was it. I think it was like a couple of months ago when AWS went down. That that it dropped like crazy. I still gotta find out because I know they there was a paperwork that they sent me. I don't know if they pay me for that. So basically, if you had your contracts open, right, and you still had your contracts open, um, there was no way to close your contracts at all. Weeble was down. It was some crazy shit happening. All the futures contracts were stuck for like a day or two. And there's people that were up like thousands and thousands of dollars, and some people were down thousands of dollars. Like there was a guy that showed a picture that said he was down like, $200,000. And he's like, I'm not paying for this shit. Cause he's like, yo, I had a stop loss, I had everything there, and your system fucking went down. I'm not paying for that shit. So Weeble had to go in and send out a letter to everyone. So everybody that either lost money or made money, we all received a letter that we had to sign, that for us to not sue them. Now, for me, I only had like a little contract in there. So I think I made like, they cover me for, I think like 200 something dollars, right? They gave me the money on it. But for some people, like, yo, they were down thousands. I mean, like thousands and thousands of dollars, bro. Now, this is the type of fucking trading that I hate. When this shit is like just stuck in a range, in an area, like we're not going up, we're not going down, we just stuck here. We just stuck in this freaking area. I need this shit to go break through this shit. Come on. Even though it could be hard for this shit to break up. I mean, it can do it, but because if we look at this, let's see how the trend is looking like. Also, to the problem with this, where this is a little bit dangerous, this shit has a crazy gap from 25 599 all the way to 25 635. So that's like 130 points. No, that's actually like 30. Yeah, like 30 points. Not, I thought it was more than that. It's like 30 points difference over here. So usually when that shit happens, a lot of times it tries to come back down, fill in that gap here, and then come back up. But let's see what's gonna happen. I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, man, shit get crazy. I mean, look at this. This is crazy, right? So there's like a. If I was to come in early in the morning, like a 9 o'clock. Look at this, 8:30. That was a great buy signal. Boom, buying like right here at 25,311, and then let's say you came in, you put your entry point. Even if you missed it, you could still get filled here. Your stop loss will be at 2274. So that's like, I mean, that's a big drop though. That's like a 30 point drop for your stop loss if you was to hit that shit. Um, but what I would do, I would probably put it here, like at 2091. So try to catch like at 300 or 320 around there. And then by 290, if it drops below that, that's it, get me out. But if you caught this, like I've seen people that catch it nice like this, like boom, catch it right there. The shit breaks on the open and goes up. How many points is that? It's 25, 30, 30 something, 25, 30, no, 25, 300 and something. The highest point for that day on that move is 25, 600, right? So that's about 200, let's say that's like 280 points, right? So 280, let's just say around there, times 20, right there, just with one contract, that's $5,600. That was a nice one. That was on Friday. Whoever caught that shit nice. And that was on the 5 minute candle. Boom, right? This went up. Still didn't break your stop loss. Would have went back up. Boom. Dude would have probably came in, dropped a little bit, then it goes up. That's a huge amount of points. That's like just from there to there, it's like 100 points. So yeah, somebody will come in and be like, boom, and you know, of course, but most people don't even catch it like the whole play like that, unless you just leave it, right, and you just forget it. You'd be like, yo, set it and forget it, and be like, let's see what happens for the rest of the day, and just let it run, right? But most people would have had a stop loss somewhere because it's like 100 points is 100 points, bro. 100 points is $2,000 every contract. You know, see 100 points times 20. Yeah, that's $2,000 right there. And if you have multiple contracts, you ain't trying to risk that shit. You just caught 100 points, bro. You would have been out. You would have been like, yo, get me out. You know what I mean? For the stop loss, trail your shit. You're like, yo, at 100 points, get me out. Most people don't ride the whole wave. And you shouldn't. You shouldn't try to ride the whole wave because that's how you lose money. How long will the pre-orders for trading course will be at 150? Um, Most likely until January 1st. By January 1st, like that's it. No more pre-order price. Yeah. So take advantage. Take advantage. I mean, again, it's for people who, if they want it. I just share the things that work for me, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know, like trading, even for most people, they look at this shit like it's a scam or some shit. Like, I mean, it is what it is, right? But that's why I tell you guys, like, you gotta know how to do this shit because you will lose money with trading. That's why, for me, I'm like, I'm using my indicator. I'm taking my time. There's a reason why I built this indicator. I was tired of paying other people fucking for their indicators, and there's some good ones out there and that make your charts look nice and pretty. But what I like about the one that I built is like is based on around like 30 different traders that's out there that are solid people that either already vetted with their strategies that has helped me make some money, right? And what I did was I used AI to basically go over all of their videos, all of their content, right? Then from there come up with a strategy that what's the thing that's helping them? What's the edge that's helping them? Because that was another thing too for me. Like I was like, man, there's something that a lot of these guys that are making, over $100,000 um, on trades, right? Like there's an edge that they have, and it's experience, right? They have 5, 10 years in the game. So how do you go in and expedite this? Because I got 3 years, right? How do I expedite this for me? Because I don't want to spend 10 years doing this shit. I want to fucking, I want to get to the big boys league, right? By using the things that I know, like technology. I know how to code. Let me go in and build this. Let me go in and use AI, train AI with all of the different videos from all of these different um, either trading creators or guys who have been around in years. And then from there, find what's the edge that they are using, right? And it really comes down to what we did for this indicator, right? It's based on how a whole bunch of stuff. I can't give everything out, like I said, but for those of you guys that do get the course, like you'll see the code. You know what I mean? Like you'll see the code. Now, of course, like I said, it's proprietary code. You can see it, you can use it, but you cannot sell it. You cannot, like I will sue you, like straight up. If I see that anybody that has taken my course doing the same type of indicator that I built, because I did share my code with you, I shared the thing. There's licenses involved that at that point I will have to sue, and that's just how it is. But I do want to share the code so you could create your own shit and you could find your own edge later on, right? Because you are a developer. There's nothing stopping you from creating your own indicator, right? But if it's based off my shit, then that's a different story. You know what I'm saying? But I do want you to look at the code and see how all of this thing works. Because as a developer, like it helps you understand a lot also too of like how trading works. But yeah, let me see. Seems like we coming back up, guys. This fucking shit. Right? We didn't get filled. Right? We didn't get filled at 260, which was the trade. But it seems like it's coming back up. Gotcha. Shout out to Kanye. Yeah, I love Kanye, yo. Yeah, because this shit is choppy right now. This shit is just going. It's on a range, bro. It's on a range. What sucks is that this thing basically it didn't want to go past my exact entry point, bro. That shit sucks. Look at that shit. She's like, nah, we're not going past this shit. Because the problem with this one is this trade, right? Like we already broke the uptrend, right? But I believe that is we're ranging similar to how we did over here. You see how we went up, then we stay around here in the VWAP on this range. But my concern is this gap, this 30-point gap, because a lot of times when you have a gap like that, the price at some point will try to come back to this shit, right? Hopefully it's not now. Hopefully it's tomorrow. But seems like we're coming back. Seems like we building momentum. We on a green right now. We're on a green range. Now we just gotta continue going up and down and go past our take profit one. I'm gonna I'm gonna try to put it at. Yeah, so it is what it is. We're bullish. We're above the VWAP. So look, there's a lot of stuff that we added to this indicator, bro, to make sure that as a beginner you understand like what's happening. Like right now we're on a trend that's bullish. Right now we above the VWAP. Right now the RSI is neutral. Okay, a lot of stuff that's in here that's helping you out on this indicator. It just gives you everything that you need to be able to understand like, okay, what's happening. Because one of the things that I also see from other indicators that's out there is that they, how can I say this, it's either they make it in a way where you're supposed to know what you're doing, like you're supposed to be like a guy that's been trading for years to be able to understand their indicators, right? Or they make it in a way where you're, as a beginner, you're not learning anything. You're not learning why the indicator is telling you to buy here or why it's telling you to sell here, right? It just goes in and puts a signal, a random fucking bullshit signal. It's like, nah, when you're a beginner, you need an indicator that tells you why this shit is happening. And that's, that's what we added. We added a bunch of stuff in there to make your life much easier, um, when you're going through that training. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody in here. Who's in here right now with me? Let me know before we get out of here. Word, bro. We're about to break that. Let's go. Even though right now we're paper trading, I still get hyped because I did had a very very good run. Like from 8 o'clock, I caught a nice. Let me see, 25 680 till like 25 690. So we caught a nice 17-point move. Like no, yeah, we caught that one from 2080 to 695. Then I caught it again from 682 all the way to 696, and then we got back in. That's when we went live around like 10 o'clock. We got back in, got in at 688, and got out around like 690. So in a sense, we basically got like 50, 50, 60 points out of the market since we started this. Well, since I started tonight. Again, this is like this my how can I say this? This is like my hobby, right? Before it used to be just playing video games, and that's how I used to relax. Now it's let's see what's going on in the market. Let's get in there real quick, right? So like that, we know exactly how the movement is doing for tomorrow, and at the same time, we get to practice and use, our indicator, put it to test to see how many, how many wins we get. So far in those trades, I got like 3 trades that were good. One that I would have hit the stop loss, which was the one that we're in right now, but we didn't get filled on the stop loss, which it was a good thing because no matter what, it went back up. So now we're about to be in the green, and yeah, it's gonna be a nice little play right there. But yeah, let me see. Going through here. Guys, listen, I'm about to get out of here because I'm looking at the chat. Ain't nobody in here right now. Um, it is late, and tomorrow is gonna be Monday. Tomorrow have a lot of stuff that we have to do. I know you guys gotta go to work. I gotta wake up early in the morning. Kids gonna go to school, all this stuff. And yeah, man, we had a great stream. We hanged out. I don't know if you guys, how many of you guys enjoy this type of live stream. Whenever I'm over here, if y'all want me, I could do that. As I'm trading. I could come in on the nighttime, do some late night trades, and you know, get to hang out, talk some conversations. Okay, let me know if you like this type of live streams. Again, we still doing coding. Don't get scared. Don't be like, damn, bro, this shit is a trading platform now. It's like, nah, bro. Like, we're developers, man. I'm just showing some of the things that I do on the side too. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, guys, I'm gonna see you guys later. It's your boy Joe back at it again. Codingphase.com. Take care, guys.